Hey yo! Hey Crispy, what's up? How you doing? I don't care if people don't watch this stream, just because in the last year I kind of went from playing TF2 to not playing TF2 to only playing TF2 to not playing TF2, and now because I don't think anybody who watches me now, except for maybe Metal and my close friends were there. But the week I was buying for affiliate, I was only playing TF2. And the day I got to affiliate, I was playing MvM. So I thought, what's more appropriate than bringing it back, starting with the rock music, playing MvM again, because this is how I love to play games. This is fun. This is gonna be so much fun. Hey, Metal. Hey. How you doing? Hope you're good. I had a funny idea while sitting in the waiting room, because I thought about how, a month ago, I did, my 1 year anniversary of when I started actually, streaming on here. Ow! And then I thought about, I should only celebrate this. But what if I just, make arbitrary, things to celebrate on my stream? 1 year since I started doing a 3D model instead of being a PNG. And just start, clickbaiting with my Go Live notification of, we're celebrating this. Just to get people to click. It would be really funny, but really, really stupid. Although I could, milk it infinitely. Hi, Basil. Once I undeafen, I can just say hi to you there. Anyway, I have to with at Asian. Happy? I'm very happy. I am very happy right now. One more is the MvM song. Then we're gonna go back to cozy music while we get ready. I just realized the problem. Maybe. Okay, no, never. I realized that my stuff that takes me from thing to thing Turning music off now. We're turning music off. I'm gonna undeafen. Hey Basil,
Hi.
how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good, good. Um,
Yay.
I realized something, then I realized it's not a problem, and it's that the buttons that usually go from slide to slide, like on OBS, are the F1, F2, F3, and I didn't even realize I forgot to bind one to F4, so it goes like F1 is starting soon, F2 is chatting, F3 is game, F5 is be right back, F6 is as end of stream. I remember I didn't put anything into F4 because of TF2, but that was like a
Yeah.
year. That was like a year ago, and that just carried over to now, which is like really funny. I am only a little bit smart. Yeah, recently TF2, Valve was like, "Hey, we want to add community MvM maps to TF2, so give them to us," which is really cool. That made both Basil and I excited.
For sure, yeah.
hmm I've seen so many posts of like people like, I want to see these weapons have Australian variants. And you know what would be really funny? It would be worth like 3 cents in the Steam community market, but a Australian PDA. It would be so completely worthless, but it would be so funny. Are you
Hello,
disappointed?
everyone on my stream.
Because okay, guys, on Basil stream and Basil, do you think it would be funny if they added a Australian PDA?
I mean, it'd be funny.
Because there's a
But,
PDA slot in the loadout selection, but you can't change it because there's nothing else you can put there.
also, thanks, Rudy, for the sub. Welcome.
Ah, yeah, this game
Mm,
is dead for real.
uh, it's
Holy
it's dead
mackerel.
now because they announced an MVM update. No one wants to
hmm
play that trash.
Yeah, nobody would ever want to play this game except for us, obviously.
Uh, we're weird people.
I realized that when I was counting my tickets when I was giving you some, I'm like, huh, why is there an odd number? Then I remembered, oh yeah, I did one I already did one of the things, so we're gonna queue for that one just so we're on the same page. Because like a week or two ago, I got myself tickets and I wanted to do a couple more tours. I only did Bavarian Bot Bash and I didn't finish it out. I'm a little
So
sore.
you have Butt Bash?
That's the only one I've done.
But I think aren't we queuing for Butt Bash right now? I
Yeah,
think.
because yeah, it won't take away ticket, right?
Oh, all right, that
And
makes
then
sense.
so
Yeah,
you can have it done. So it's
I
not
see.
yeah.
I see. Yeah,
Because if
yeah.
we do the other ones and then it finishes it for me, I can only do the other three and I can't do bot bash with you. It'll
Okay,
mess it up. So the only way this works is if I do bot bash. If we do bot bash right now. Hmm. So how are you today, Basil?
I'm doing good.
Let me put myself like right here.
I
That
really
is
like your like chibi picture on
mm-hmm.
the bottom on the
I love
corner.
it too. I had that
Very cute.
made like a month ago to go with like, I kind of want it to go with like the outfit I have now because I've had it planned to look like this for a while. So when I released that one to like my server for everybody to see, nobody thought anything of it until like I debuted looking like this and not
Very
my
cute.
normal colors. Hmm. It really is a dead game. We're not getting any cues.
Yeah, I mean MvM has been dead for like forever. That's probably why they want to update it. Oh,
Never mind.
maybe some music.
Oh yeah, some music would be nice in the background.
Uh-huh.
If I could find my Chrome tab. Hmm.
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't played MVM in a long time, so I think I could be rusty.
That's fine. Don't worry. I was
Can you
never
carry
good
me?
anyway. Sure, sure.
Thank you. 12 tour player carrying a 1953 tour.
What is
Uh,
this
we-
lineup?
yeah,
Soldier,
we
soldier,
got
NG, NG, medic.
uh, mm, maybe one of the NGs could go Scala. If not, then I might have to.
I could just like spec into speed and resistances and be a pseudo scout. Hey, so what do you think of my unusual?
Let me see.
I'm
Where
behind
I
you.
had. Oh my god,
Love it.
I love it.
I'm using the full Moon Man pack. Like I have both I have the hat, which is the unusual. I have like the backpack. I have all three weapons in strange, and then the spacesuit, which is a little extra that kind of goes with it.
You're you're a full-on astronaut.
Mm-hmm. I remember why I stopped streaming TF2.
What?
There's a minor amount of lag. It's just a small bit of frame drops.
Oh no.
It'll be fine. Medic F4.
It's kind of toxic.
Yeah, I'm gonna be toxic. Yeah, it was. Hold on.
Oh my god, I'm playing MVM again. No way. How do you play this game again, guys? Can I get some help?
Sorry about that. A family member asked me something.
We have two
Oh
dispensers
boy.
though.
Yeah, I am having some slight frame drops.
Oh no. Nice.
I'm gonna do something to fix it. Hopefully it'll fix it.
Okay.
But I have to do it after the match because I can't do it like mid match. Hey, Basil's
Who's
the
the
only
other?
smeller. Hi,
True,
Moon. Thank you for
true,
the lurk.
true. I'm so smelly.
Mm-hmm. Smelly high tour.
Yes, I'm so smelly and toxic. Oh, oh my god. Damn.
Sad.
Oh my god. I'm so bad.
Don't worry, you're doing fine. Pyro's not even a preferred class on this one. How am I, like, doing well?
Well, we suck, and you're the only good player here.
No, you're literally 1,000. You're like 2,000 tours.
Yeah, and I'm still bad at the game.
No, you're not. You're great.
Oh, thank you. No, Pop.
That was just a little stupid. Okay. What I'm gonna do is kill the 3D model and make just our PNGs bigger. Because
This is so washed. True.
the 3D model does take up a good bit of RAM, and that might just fix it. Basil should retire from MvM. He's washed.
So true. Once I get to 1,000 tours, I'm gone.
Yeah. We'll be rid of you and your toxic ways.
Wait, no, I wanna play. I wanna play the new tour when they release.
No, you can't. After 2,000 tours, you have to give up MvM forever. That's the rules.
Okay. Then I'll just get to 1,999. Then I won't get to 2,000.
You know what's funny, Basil?
Well,
Since I play Flog, Pyro Jump Height is a viable upgrade for me.
that is true, yeah.
Because I can just, like, jump on top and oomph on their head. Yeah. Also, definitely, killing the 3D model did help a lot with the frame issues.
I mean, that's nice, but then does that mean you can use your 3D model when playing TF2?
I don't play TF2 much anyway. It's fine.
No, but you should.
That's fine. They can still see me. I'm still a PNG.
No, I guess.
A year ago, I was a PNG. Today, I'll be a PNG. I think it's fine.
When will I be 3D though?
I made you a 3D model, and you don't want to use it because it looks like a femboy.
That is 100% true, yeah.
Like, that is just, like, factual. I did make Basil a 3D model, and he's like, it looks like, he's like, I wanted to be a cute boy. I like long hair and stuff. I'm like, okay, I do that. And he's like, no, it looks too cute. It looks too much like a girl. It's too much of a femboy. I'm like, what do you want, Basil? You're so picky.
I think you need to study my character a bit more.
You're right. I need to.
Yeah.
Oh, hitting man melter shots is so satisfying.
Wait, you're using the man melter and not the way better weapon?
Whenever I play Pyro now, I exclusively use the Moon Man set, which means the hats, the flog, the man melter, and the third degree.
Even in MvM?
No matter what, I have surpassed what matters and like stuff. What matters is having fun, and I think using it is silly.
No, fun is not allowed in MvM. Only I care only about the loot.
Whenever I play casual, people are like toxic. When people call me toxic for using the fog, but I'm like, what if I tell you I'm using the third degree in the man melter? And they're like, okay, you're based. Like, flog on its own, bad. Flog with the rest of the set is based.
At least you're not using the sports shot.
The scorch shot is the piss fetish of TF2 weapons.
It should get deleted from the game.
I think every weapon in TF2 has its place, but I think some of them need to be changed. And I think a lot of people want weapons to change that really shouldn't. Like, people complain about the classic being, like, abhorrently bad, but it can't really be changed because it's not supposed to be good or bad. It's supposed to be how it used to be in TF Classic.
Yeah.
So having it changed would take away from, like, what it's supposed to be. Okay, so you say you're bad, you're on a giant kill streak with your beggars.
It's all muscle memory.
You're just a slave to the meta.
Yeah, that's why we need a new tour so I can like have something new to play.
Don't worry, our medic's on tour 8.
Okay, kick him.
Wow, Basil being toxic again.
Yay, I love being toxic.
Although, one of my favorite things to do in MvM is just make a mega flare gun. If you max out the reload speed and the firing speed on the flare gun, you basically get a fire railgun, which is like really silly. Mist P. Warwell. Worrell. Mr. Wait, we got two, like, celebrities in our game, Basil. Look. It is Basil.
You mean? Oh
You,
my god, yeah.
you only know. Which one do you know, Mr. Bean or Ernest?
Mr. Bean.
Okay, Ernest is like from these old like American comedy movies about this guy named Ernest who I don't want to say he was stupid, but he canonically has a metal plate in his head, which is like a key plot point at one point because he gets stuck, and they use a big magnet to get him out by using the metal plate in his head. I can't remember which movie that was in, but that was a plot point in a movie. And I believe he also voiced Slinky Dog in the old Toy Story movies.
Also, is Hello Scripty. I know I haven't streamed in a long time.
I'm forcing Basil to stream right now. It's all about me.
Yeah. She's holding me at gunpoint.
Literally.
Yeah.
Ace Jumper.
Gee Willikers, that was clumsy, guys. Good things.
Oh, gee willikers, guys.
Scary.
Just load up a whole bunch of
Basil and Shomi, it is a forest over here.
Yeah. Oh shit. Damn.
Hey, Spies, how you doing? I love Sentry Busters. I can farm oomph on them. I need to play a little bit of the piano. Just a little bit.
Basil, you're kind of cracked, yo.
I should have popped the flog there. It's fine. I kind of want to go back and get myself some bullet res.
Oh fuck, I'm gonna die too. Oh nice, okay.
Thank you, oh stump of healing. This is truly magnificent.
I strive for healing.
No, no, I couldn't pop the flog. The heavy weapons threw me into the air and gunned me down.
So mean of him.
Mm-hmm. So Basil, I have to ask you something.
Yeah.
What video game are you most excited for this year?
That's a good question.
Like
I'd have to
anything
think about
coming out? Like anything coming out you want to play or something?
I mean, if we're talking about like this year, I don't think so.
Nothing?
I'd have to think.
Like, there's a lot of good games
Wait.
coming out this year.
Donkey Kong, the new Donkey Kong game.
Yeah, Donkey Kong Bonanza will be fun.
Yeah.
I'm excited for Little Nightmares 3.
Okay. I've never played Little Nightmares.
The Little Nightmares games are some of my favorite. And of course,
Can you describe them as horror? Are they horror games?
I would say so, but not horror like typical horror. More like a creepy atmosphere and world.
I mean, yeah, I don't really like those types of games, so that's why I never played the series.
I like it. I think they're lovely.
You should stream it then.
I've already played the first two games. When the third game comes out, I'm definitely going to stream it.
Yay. Hello, Rose. Good to see you. We can finally play together again at your leisure. Yeah. I'd say so. I'm still somewhat taking a break of TF2, but I've been slowly getting back into it. So we'll have to see.
I love seeing big tank damage.
I'm definitely gonna be there when they release that new MvM update. That's for sure. I wonder which maps they'll pick.
I remember this one time I was playing, it was like my first time playing a custom MvM map. I just stumbled into a community server, and it was something to do with Sonic, because they had Dr. Eggman like screaming, and it was like the robots were dressed like Sonic egg robots.
That that sounds very interesting.
But it was specifically those like fan dub parodies of Dr. Eggman. You know, I'm come to make an announcement and I'm pissing on the moon. That guy specifically.
I see, I see, I see. Yeah, that's I think yeah, I remember that mission. That was one of the Muses Machines missions.
It probably was. I just
Yeah, I
remember
know the
stumbling
mission.
into the community server for it at one point.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, I get to survivabilities with that. Oh yeah, jump height is like unironically pretty good on pyro. I think as somebody who plays a lot of pyro and whenever I play MVM it's mostly pyro. I think yeah, mobility is like really good because I always have to be up close, and unless I'm using something like the Dragon's Fury and the gas, you have to really be up close, even if like using one of the flare guns. So having good movement, especially with the flog where you can jump and flog cancel, is like important. So jump height and speed is really good. Also, I just like moving fast. Mr. Bean.
1 point on health region. That's based.
Yeah, I usually put like one or two into it.
That based.
Firing speed, man melter. Yeah, I put a little bit into it. Whenever I play TF2, I always go for the full Moon Man pack with Pyro.
I gotta go spawn.
Most of it is just because I think it's silly. I like it.
That's very silly.
Mm-hmm. Health regen's especially good when there's like not a lot of robots like this, where the entire team is vying for kills. So like you can't really rely on health on kill because everybody's trying to get kills.
Yeah. Nice.
Mr. Bean is not for Texas.
Nice, nice, nice. What the fuck? What do you mean, what the fuck?
It's Basil playing TF2 again. What the fuck? What are you doing?
Yeah, true. I kinda hate this game.
We've kind of already established the oh god, it's Basil playing TF2 again. That bit is dead.
Yeah.
I will say, I got too close. Since I started playing Overwatch, I care about like kills and damage stats a lot more than I used to. Like before, I didn't care about them at all. I started playing MVM. I'm like, oh, cool, I got this many kills. Then I started playing Overwatch. And I'm like, okay, it's 6v6. I need to be like a part of the team. I need to be like doing damage, and I need to be getting kills. But I play Roadhog, so I don't do either.
You like to play tank?
I enjoy tank a lot in Overwatch.
Nice.
I think they're the
Nice.
most interesting to play because thank you pseudo rider, thank you. Um I think tanks are the most interesting because they're kind of like not trying to be one thing. Like Overwatch's biggest problem is they try to make just about all their supports healers. Like some supports can do more than heal, but then you have characters like Mercy who
Mm.
you heal or you're not helping the team. And that's its like biggest problem. And it's not like TF2 isn't guilty. Thank you, Toots there. I was gonna say it's not like TF2 isn't guilty of that because you know, when you play medic, if you're not healing, then you're not helping the team. But we're maxing out the man melter.
Mhm.
Why not?
It's, uh,
Feeding you bonus calcium.
But you got a lot of characters in the Overwatch that aren't. I think they're kind of one-sided because you can't really play them outside of their one use. Like Mercy, you will rarely see anybody do anything than just heal. Because like you can only have like okay, in roll queue you can only have 2 supports. In open queue, you're lucky just to get one.
Is that a banana peel rescue ranger?
And there are a good amount of like supports in Overwatch that can like damage and stuff, you know. I usually play like Moira or Juno, which if you've played Overwatch, Moira's the most brain dead support.
yeah, I played it a lot too.
Like I don't want to be I'm not trying to diss Moira players, but when I started playing Overwatch, my friend Vanny was like, "Play Moira if you want to play support. She's easy. You don't have to think. You just hold left click over your team, then you press shift and then you'll press left click again." And then with her, she doesn't have to aim to do damage because her damage beam is kind of a lock on.
Where is your deed?
But then in damage character, in the DPS, most of them are just one sided. It's just damage. It's all you can do. Like a character like Tracer, she can run in, attack, and be annoying and pop out. That's all she can do. That's like her only thing. Like I play a lot of Junkrat. He doesn't get you can either play him by flanking or just sticking behind your tank. But at the end of the day, all you're doing is just lobbing projectiles without even thinking. Ow. Tank. But then the tanks in Overwatch, they're very different because a lot of them were all tanky metal. I see ya. A lot of the tanks can be
But
played in like somewhat different ways than normal. Like I've like been rolled by teams who have like a Reinhardt who will charge in and destroy these squishies. But I've also seen teams where Reinhardt just holds right click and beats a shield. A lot of the tanks can be played in more than just being a tank.
they can be played like defensively and
Yeah,
offensively.
a lot of the Overwatch like a lot of the supports and a lot of the damages have like one of the two really in mind, while tanks are kind of more flexible. Like I play a good amount of Sigma, and he's very fun because one, you don't have to do much aiming, but two, he can really be played both offensively and defensively. Like how he works is he can throw out a shield that he can retract at any time to regain its health and just move it. He has a stone that will like deal some damage but stun enemies if they're hit. and a black hole that absorbs projectiles and like any like bullets, and it'll turn that into overhealth up to like 1,000 something. So he can like really tank. Now you can use that offensively to like just take it in and like use all that health to push, and then use your shield to push, or use it defensively by like holding a point with it. And also his ult is really funny because it grabs people up in the air and slams them down. And I will never forget this clip. So it was a payload map on overtime, and the enemy team was like all on the payload. And with Sigma's ult, I just pulled them all off and ended overtime. They were still at the payload, but they were out of range, which was like really funny. And then I also do play a lot of Malga, who is kind of like heavy because he has two really big miniguns, but he has two of them. And he's like, instead of like being a fat tub of lard, he's like muscle.
Now you'll learn about something called resistances.
Yeah, I'm focusing on the game. Malga will like, with his different perks, they can be used like offensively or defensively. Like his one perk makes it so he regens whenever he's on the point, which is a very offensive. It's a very offensive perk. But if you're on a completely defensive team, it's basically useless. I think you still regen if you're on the point as a defense, but you're not always going to be on the point when you're playing defense. So it's not as good.
Hmm.
Although, the other perk alternative is just getting extra ammo back whenever you charge, which isn't the most useful, but I usually take that on defense rather than the extra like health regen. But also, I also like the TF2 characters better because they're much more flexible, and that is all because instead of having a variety of characters, it's a variety of weapons.
Yeah.
What do you think, Basil?
I think I like both
You like,
games.
I mean, I like both games too, but both make me hate myself equally.
Same here.
Like, I haven't met an Overwatch player who actually like actively is a happy person.
Yeah, I mean, same here. And like, I mean, I don't really play like casual, but MVM. There's no MVM player that's actually happy.
No, there isn't.
Yeah.
Playing MvM is
Hello,
like being
Schnorr.
Sisyphus. Well, there was a tank.
Yeah, you killed it because you're
We
so OP.
we killed it, Basil. We're a team.
No, only you.
That was major trolling right there. I love doing that. I'm using the third degree whenever they have medics on them.
I mean, yeah, it's like the best. It's like the second best way of killing medics as pyro. So
It's literally the
pretty
best.
good.
It's literally the best weapon in the game because there's no downsides.
I mean, maybe in casual, but I think there's a better secondary fire weapon in MvM.
I mean, that's a melee weapon, not a secondary.
I mean, yeah, right.
Random crits are fair in Madeline's. Random crit killed all their meds. No! Somebody popped the Uber.
Damn, the mission's already over?
Already
It
over.
was getting fun and now it's down.
I died there only because they didn't have enough health regen. I honestly think health regen is a very funny upgrade to have whenever you're launched in the air, because then you just don't die of fall damage.
Magnificent.
Let's hope somebody gets gold.
Guy got a banana.
A piece of wrapping paper. What do you get, Basil?
Nice. Nice. I got the best weapon
Robot drunk. I get
ever. I
nothing.
got nothing.
I already did this mission. Now we're on to the missions I haven't done yet.
Nice.
At least in this tour. Manhattan.
Empire.
Who should I play? I don't want to play either of these two. There's already a demo, man. There's already an NG. I don't want to.
I changed.
I'm clicking random and I keep getting like all of this trash. No, I will gladly play soldier.
Okay. What did you get? I just got a couple of robot parts. That was my first mission of the tour.
Okay, which do you like better, the airstrike or the beggar's bazooka?
They're both very good, but I'd say the beggars, especially on this map, because on Manhattan you don't have like much space to go up for because of the airstrike.
Well, not really, because you do have that like big open area.
I mean, yeah, but especially like when robots come up top.
Oh yeah.
It's a little awkward to go up and then use your airstrike. It's definitely the airstrike is definitely way better on Rodenborg in my opinion.
Yeah, I would agree with that. What is this guy talking about in chat? In like game chat? Basil, it looks like everybody's happy to see you streaming again.
Did you actually get 3 pennies first? Oh, okay. You can just ignore him. Oh, yeah, I mean, yeah, I haven't, like, my last stream was literally 2 months ago, like, to the day. Like
Wow.
26th April was my last stream. So yeah. Also, hello, Juice. Good to see you. Isn't the skybox kind of tight anyways in most maps? I mean, it's enough for the airstrike. But yeah, the airstrike is definitely like the second best rocket launcher to use. It's definitely it's a lot of fun to use and it's very powerful.
Whenever I play Wave 666, it's fun to use the airstrike.
Hmm. Yeah. You got the battalions. Nice, nice.
I like the extra health.
Yeah, it's a nice banner.
I love how I can just hold this down and give resistance. Oh boy.
The demo carrying us all.
Hmm.
Can I kill the Buster? So I think. Oh, I forgot about the pyros. No, just killed me from behind. I'm washed.
You literally are.
Yeah, I haven't played in a while. And are we gonna lose the gate because of me? Okay, not yet. But there's a lot of soldiers. What the fuck? Stupid snipers. Okay, we're gonna lose the gate now.
Snipe is annoying.
Yeah, they are.
It's fine. It's not the end of the game or the world or anything.
Restart mission.
No, we haven't lost any credits.
I don't care. I need to be perfect.
Oh, come on, Basil. That's just toxic at this point.
Exactly.
The inaccuracy, the beggars could not hit that one sniper.
Yeah, that's always kind of a problem.
Also behind you is the sniper.
Okay, I couldn't pull it because I didn't have metal. I forgot you needed to have at least 100 metal to pull your buildings.
Well, hey, we didn't lose any credits at least.
I don't care. Restart.
We don't need to restart.
Fine.
That's a funny upgrade. You haven't even readied up, Basil. What are you doing
Oh
dancing?
my bad. I forgot.
Toxic
So
stalling the
much.
game.
So true.
Hmm. Okay, that was very stupid but funny.
What happened?
I used the misfire of the beggars to make an explosion on me to basically explode melee kill the demos.
Oh, you're so sick.
It is so stupid but funny.
What? Yeah.
Just mindlessly left clicking.
That's how you're supposed to use the beggars.
Mm-hmm. Just begging to hit a shot.
Don't spend it all in one place, you stinky mushroom.
Oh, thank you, Chili, and I'm not stinky, you are. I don't plan on spending it all in one place. Really, thank you a lot for the bits. That is so kind of you. It's too kind of you. And welcome to stream. I hope you're doing good. We're just playing some MvM.
Yes.
Gambling in my free time on Team Fortress 2. This will be the run I get the golden pan for real.
Yeah. I can sense it.
Ah, nice. You guys have fun.
No, no. This devil's bad. The soldier's also bad.
Our soldier is so bad, we should vote kick them.
Yes. So if let's say if Valve does decide to add new Australian weapons for the MvM update, like which weapons would you like to see get
Uh,
Australian-fied?
hmm. Gotta think. I think obviously the pistol and the shotgun should definitely get Australian variants.
Yeah.
Because literally all but the support class get to all but the supports and demo man get to use them. Although that would actually be pretty funny, because then the NG could have an Aussie shotgun, pistol, and wrench.
Yeah. I mean, demo can already have three Australian
Oh
weapons:
yeah,
the
you're right. He
grenade
can.
launcher, sticky bomb launcher, and the Islander. So why not NG as well?
I honestly just think all the stock weapons should get Australian variants. All the ones that don't already have one.
Mm-hmm.
So like the what stock weapons don't have an Aussie variant? I guess the shotgun, the pistol, the bat,
The revolver.
the revolver, definitely. I honestly think those should have been like the base Australians.
Mm.
Like, give the regular Medigun the Australium, not the Blutsauger.
You mean the syringe gun?
Yeah, the syringe gun should have gotten the Australium, not the Blutsauger.
Mm.
I feel like if they gave the Blutsauger the Australium now instead of when they gave it to them then and gave it to the Medigun instead, it would still be the most hated Australian, but it wouldn't be as hated. I don't think
Maybe.
so, at least. Because then, if they're giving it all to stock weapons, then it kind of makes sense. Instead of just Valve picking and choosing their favorites. You know, get Australian fists, get Australian. Uh,
Australian fist.
yeah. What if instead of Australian fists, they're Saxton Hale's fists? It would be funny to see silly reskins like that are dropped. Like, there wouldn't be rare like Australians, but they wouldn't be as common as bot killers. Saying they're common. You know what I mean? Kind of a middle ground in, like, weapon reskin rarities. You know what they really could? They could have been more creative with the bot killers too. Like imagine the bot killer flamethrowers, but instead of it being like on a chain, it's like around the nozzle where the flames come out. So it's like they're spewing fire from their mouth.
That sounds cool.
And same thing, they could have done the same thing with the minigun and the minigun too. You know, you can say that about all the weapons because it would also work on the grenade. Not actually, not as much on the grenade launchers. It would definitely work well on the rocket launchers too.
Nice.
Oops. It's okay. You know what they really should add an Australian version of?
Well,
The Toadstool Topper.
but that's not a weapon.
But they should add an Australian version to it. I would love it.
I mean, I would love an Australian jungle reef, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
You never know. What if like you're like one of the Valve you're Valve's janitor's favorite content creator. Like the Valve janitor's like there listening to your videos, like lurking at your stream.
I recommend it.
Hmm. I think of the miniguns, I think Natasha should be getting a Australian version.
Okay. Why is that?
I think Natasha. A lot of people give it hate. I think it's like interesting, and I like its balance where it has lower DPS, but since it slows you, it's better for locking on. It's more of like a newbie's newbie's minigun where you do less damage, but it's easier to hit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The Valve plotted plan could even be listening to. Oh yeah, I'm related to him, so maybe.
Yeah. I'd have to look at all the items. Um, I'm gonna look at like each class while we wait for the wave to start. Scout. I personally, I would love the backscatter to get an Aussie, but I think the shortstop should get one. Of the secondaries, I think either the flying guillotine or the pretty boy's pocket pistol.
Okay.
And then of the melees, I would say either the stock bat or the stock bat or the Boston Basher.
What's the best? Okay.
I think it would just work the best because you can give the metal spikes Australian tips.
Mm,
You can make people bleed Australian.
it's definitely gonna be the cheapest Austrian if that happens.
No, the Boston
Like,
Basher isn't that bad.
Nah, that shit is gonna be like $2.
Well, we need cheap Australians so like plebs can go buy themselves one.
No,
You
we
can
need
have
expensive Austrian.
no. We need a couple like really cheap Australians. So like, not free to plays, but like people who are just barely not free to plays can like buy one off the Steam Community Market after installing the game for like a week, just so they can feel like they're good at the game.
No, they need to gamble on MvM.
Everybody loves gambling.
Yep.
I want my first Australian that I like to be earned. Like I would love an Aussie flamethrower, but I don't want to buy one. I want to earn that one. Or like an Islander.
That Highlander.
But something like the Tomislav, if I were like, I would be okay buying an Australian Tomislav because that's like normally the primary I use if I play heavy, but I'm not normally playing heavy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if I got an
No one plays
Australian,
heavy.
yeah, nobody does except for the heavy on our team. Which
Yeah. The fuck happened there?
which scattergun is Australian? Is it just stock?
Stock and force of nature.
Yeah. See, if either of those, I usually use stock over Force of Nature. So like, if I really wanted a Scout Aussie, I would just buy one. But like, I want any of my NG, Pyro, or Demo Aussies to be earned, so they're special.
Okay.
You know, make them feel special rather than just having an Aussie on a class I like to play for fun sometimes. And if I get another Aussie Blutsauger, I'm selling it again.
Wait, another? You got one? Man, yeah.
Um, no, I got it from a trade, but I sold it.
Oh,
I used to be an item. I used to do a lot of trading, and I got one from a trade, and I sold it.
for like $3.
I don't remember what I sold it for.
I mean, it's cheapest
I know
Australian.
that's the only reason why I got it. Ah, thank you, Doctor Cruz. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, when I was like, I actually remember when I was like 14 or 15, I had a laptop for school, and I soft reset it so I could like play Steam games on it, and I did a lot of item trading back then. Then I got hacked. I don't remember how, and I lost all my items
Oh no.
because I was a stupid kid. I remember I had a unusual bird cage of aces high, and I liked it a lot. Oh, I remember now. I had a bunch of keys, and I traded those bunch of keys for the Australian Blutsauger, and I traded that for the aces high because the guy didn't like Pyro, and he unboxed that. I I literally only got it, which keep in mind it was an unfair trade because I think that hat was worth more than the Blutsauger. But I remember the guy I traded it for was a medic main who hated Pyro, and he hated that he unboxed that unusual. Oh no, an Australian Sandman, but only the ball was Australian.
No.
That would be so
That'd
funny
be a
though.
waste. That'd be such a
It
waste.
would be so funny though. Just a like Australian gold ball flying through the air.
No. Australian fan of war.
That wouldn't be too bad. They throw so many fodder bots on these waves. Dying of fall damage is funny. What Australians do you want to be added?
Anything,
Anything?
um, the soda popper would be nice. Uh, Beggar's Bazooka, pretty nice.
Mm-hmm.
Log?
That would
I
be.
think
I would
Log
love
would be
that.
nice.
I would buy so many of them. I don't care about like earning them. There's an Aussie flog. I want it.
Oh, you really love the Log, man.
I think it is a well balanced weapon
Hmm.
because like a lot of people say it's unbalanced because of the crit like the on demand crits and stuff. But those people also don't understand how little times you actually use it. Like I play the flog a lot, as you know. A lot of times I just don't get a chance to use it, or if I do, somebody turns the corner, sees me mid taunt, and just kills me right as I get out of it.
That's why you try to flaw cancel, even
Yeah,
in casual.
like if it goes good, it goes good, but it's the same thing of like you could accomplish the same thing with a Kritzkrieg, but people aren't complaining about that. Like nothing stops me from just going Boston Basher, hitting myself with it so a medic can like build Uber really fast, switching to Pyro and then getting a bunch of like flamethrower kills while the medic's crits. Because it that would take about the same amount of time, but with a lot less effort.
True.
Because in that case, you can just stay in your spawn and do it and kind of spam it.
That's boring.
Mm-hmm. And with how often you die and how easy it is to die, it doesn't matter much. Because, like, even as a pyro, a good spy can still backstab you, you can still be headshot, you can still be outranged by most of the classes, and without your air blast, a good soldier can like pop you. A good demo man can kill you. The only matchups that don't really change when you're a spy, I mean, when you're a flog pyro, is spy, a scout, sniper, medic, and NG. The rest you are at mostly a disadvantage of. Not really. Heavy stays the same, but like both projectile classes, you're still at disadvantage of. Against the level 3 sentry, you're still bad against, but you still have a disadvantage from them because you can't air blast the rockets back. And then the rest stay about the same. And 9 out of 10 times, a flog pyro always beats a non flog pyro. But what do you think, Basil?
think people should be allowed to equip any weapon they want.
Except for the sword
That's
shot.
what yeah, that's true, except for the sword shot.
People who use the sword shot and the flog are like actively bad people.
Yeah, they're evil.
I also think the flog has a very casual balance rather than competitive balance. Because in a competitive game mode, like in competitive, your best bet would really be to either be really good at air blasting, but if you're bad at it, just shoot shots with any kind of flare gun from a distance, and then flog around a corner. In which case, that is a lot worse of a balance because there's only 6 players. But in a 12v12 or like 10v10, 11v11, however many people are in your casual match, you cannot really get an entire team kill because the entire team won't be together. There will always be at least one sniper far away that is going to kill you. A lot of like TF2's balance is based around how other classes interact with your class, and a lot of thing. Oh shit! Basil, we have to get Basil teleport back. We're about to be killed.
Oh, I got this. Oh fuck, my sentry fucking died because I entered spawn. Jeez.
That could have been bad.
Yeah.
Because aside from an Uber and an invisible spy, Sniper beats everything anyway, so it doesn't matter.
They should delete sniper.
No, I don't think so. I think they should keep Sniper in just because you can, because like Sniper is key to taking things like heavies and soldiers out. Because without a sniper keeping a heavy in check, a heavy, like 2 heavies can mow down an entire team. There's still spy, yeah, but like if one heavy is just like being aware of like what's around them and the other heavy is just not even having to be aware, just gunning everything down, then it doesn't matter if there's a spy. And all it takes is one like free to play pyro with like high sensitivity just flailing around with his flamethrower to at least keep spies away. He doesn't even have to kill them. But what do I know? All my opinions are incorrect because I have pronouns. Yeah, stacking heavies is like devastating, but like, and like rarely you have like a pub coordinated enough to do that. So at most you'll be getting like 2 heavies, maybe 3. I have seen at most like 3 heavies in the lobby, or somehow are coordinated enough to do all heavies. But I also think most classes, if you stack all of them, then you can't lose. Like defense stacking only NGs, unless the other enemy team like times a good Uber, then they don't get past. All power classes like the pyro, not pyro, but all like heavy, all demo, all soldier, they're winning. A lot of people say sniper should. I think sniper should have like on all of his weapons the classic like bullet trail. That's the only change I would give to sniper, honestly.
That was close.
Sure, we can do that. I just think having bullet trails in the sniper rounds would be like better. Except literally the only one I wouldn't give it to is the what's it called? The Hitman's Heatmaker, because that's supposed to be a quote unquote silent kill. You know, the suppressor. I think just that one shouldn't have it, but the rest, they would definitely have to rework the Heatmaker. But I think thematically that one shouldn't have it if we're giving it to all of them. It should be a like worse killing but better positioning.
Not with anything.
No, I think like they would have to completely rework the Hitman's Heatmaker so it doesn't have what it has now. Like I think slower firing, a slower charge for it, but it doesn't get the trails would be fine because it's supposed to be a silent killer. But that's assuming all other snipers have like the tracer round. Yeah,
Although we got another Twitch person.
another Twitch person.
Yeah, we got 3 Twitch people in one lobby. That's cool.
Lone B1. They don't even know that we're live on Twitch. But I also think the fact that TF2 is still like being played by a lot of people. It's still like on the top played game charts in on Steam goes to show how well balanced it is. Like even if people say it's unbalanced and certain weapons aren't fair and stuff, people also aren't just like playing to the meta all the time. People are playing the loadouts they enjoy. They're not everybody is doing the quote unquote meta pick, which is fine. It's great. You have terrible news for me. What is TF2 not on like Steam's top like what 50 played game, top 50 most played games? I know 80% of it is botted, but it's still a lot of people playing.
I mean, yeah, for like a 15-year-old game or however old this game
It's
is.
18 years old, Basil.
What? Damn, dude.
It probably Doctor Hotel Mario. That's a name.
Oh, hello, Doctor.
Yeah, I'm 19 and TF2 came out in 2007, which means it came out a year after me, which means it's 18 years old.
$10 that new MvM update will be ass.
Oh, it definitely will be because it's all community stuff, but it won't be ass.
Are you saying that the community makes ass? Well, that's not very nice.
I think a lot of community made stuff is really bad.
But not when it comes to MvM, right?
I think it can be good. I just don't think it will be good.
What? That's fucked up. Oh my god, what the fuck? There's so many.
I want to ask
so
you
many
to
good,
not
good
touch
maps.
small medics. You know what? Fair. I know. I'm just WM1ing because I'm stupid and I'm brain dead.
It's okay, I'm a bad sniper anyway, so you can just shoot the medics.
I like giving myself movement speed on Pyro because I like to just run around and flame
Look at
things.
this shit. Look at this shit. Holy fuck. Someone kicked me after the story. Do you not have explosive headshot? I do. It's just I'm not hitting my shots, so. There you go. Oh, don't kill me. Oh, he's gonna kill me. What? Okay, well,
Well, there goes my fun.
shoot the giants instead of small. Yeah, I mean that's what I'm doing. I think. I mean,
It's
I'm not that new.
a Sparrow. No backseating, okay? We don't need you to tell us how to play the game. We're here to play and have fun. We don't care about winning.
No, we do care about winning. I want the gold pan.
Yeah, you know what? Fair enough. We do care about winning, but we want to win in a fun way.
No, not really. MvM is not fun, so I don't care.
You're so negative, Basil.
Yes, I love being negative. I hate positivity.
So negative. Let's see. Soldier weapons. You know, it'd be a really funny troll. Australian rocket jumper.
What?
That would be
delete the game.
that would be so funny. Realistically, it'll either be the airstrike, the beggar's bazooka, or the Liberty launcher. I don't think the cow mangler or the direct shit is gonna get an Aussie.
Direct shit.
The direct shit.
Why is it shit?
Because you have to actually aim, and you don't want to aim when you're playing soldier. You want to shoot at people's feet.
Ah, true.
See, I don't think it's gonna be the direct hit because the beggar's bazooka and the airstrike are more popular, especially in MvM. And I also think Valve just likes to give Australians to bad weapons. That's why the Liberty launcher might get it too. Case in point, the Blutsauger. I see a lot of people like fucking around with the beggar's bazooka in casual. Nobody like takes it seriously, but like if somebody wants to just be silly and casual, then they're usually using the beggar's bazooka or the rocket jumper.
Oh, hello, Burkan. Thanks for this. Welcome. Nice to see you. How have you been?
Yet nobody wants them, but that's what we got. That's why I believe that Valve would just give Australians to bad weapons or just whatever weapons they like, rather than what the community likes.
These soldiers are so scary. What the fuck? Oh my god. Tired?
And yeah.
Oh, did you just wake up?
You know what I hate
Or-
to say about the soldier secondaries and getting Australian versions? with their aversion to make multi-class Australiums, it means the most likely soldier Australium's gonna be the Righteous Bison. What do you think about that, Basil?
No, thank you.
An Australian original would be funny, but they definitely wouldn't do that because it is just a stock reskin. I hate to say, but like because they don't like giving Australians to multi-class weapons like the shotgun, the panic attack, or the reserve shooter, giving an Australian to either the shoes and the backpacks don't really make sense. So that really only leaves the Righteous Bison, which is really, really funny. I think that's like really funny. And then in terms of melee, probably probably the Market Gardener. But if they gave it to one of the pickaxes, they would probably give it to both. But most likely the Equalizer, because they like to give it to bad weapons. Although a half Satoichi would be pretty cool.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Like if
I
they
have-
were to
I
give
agree.
like if they were to give each class 2 new Australiums, but one of the 2 was the half Satoichi for both the Demo Man and the Soldier, I don't think anybody would complain. Which means they both get like 1.5. An Australian Scotsman Skull Cutter would be great. No, soldiers don't normally use it, but I think it's funny when soldiers use it. If I could get on this stupid rock, I could. Although the likelihood, if they do make new Australians, they'll probably just take from the community workshop somebody's like full like pack of like all the Australian weapons and just add all weapons as Australians for the community MvM maps. That feels like something Valve would do because that's the lazy, easy thing to do instead of handpicking them. Because I've seen a good amount of like things in the community workshop for TF2 that are just like every weapon has Australium and it's like really cool looking and it's a pack you can download. It's just local. Yeah, the guy who uses a shit bind after being killed by a robot is the type. Damn it! Somebody actually did that. Damn. Say the type of person who use shit binds and casual are the type of people who would have like mods for like all weapons to be Australian.
Fuck. I hate this game. By the way, Basil, you gonna stream any of Bolted Barbecue? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, probably. I don't know if I'll wait until it's out of beta or if I'm just gonna do it soon, but yeah. And I also don't know if I'm gonna 100% because it has like 60 missions, but I'm definitely gonna get the medal or the medals. I don't know if there are one or multiple. Hey, my mission. Which one is yours? Does it have flower field missions? Oh, the blooming bulb. I remember that one. Yeah. I play tested that one, right? Okay. I'm glad I got in. Nice.
I don't trust Valve to pick good options for the upcoming update. I know there's
mean,
good community ones. I just don't trust Valve is gonna pick the good ones.
I want to say the majority of MVM community MVM stuff is pretty decent. So that there's not a lot of
There's a lot
options
of
for them
good
to pick.
ones, but you've played the meme MVM tours, right?
Yeah, but they're not gonna pick from that because
Yeah, but there's
they're not
obviously
gonna.
gonna be some of those that are like outlandish, that are like using stock maps or like using like other people's maps. So then Valve's gonna think, oh, that's good, and you're gonna get 7 big Chungus bots running at you.
I know Valve can be a little silly at times, but I don't think they're gonna. I think they're gonna check the missions. I don't know how they're gonna do it, but they're
Do
probably
you
gonna like
think
test
Valve's
them.
plant and janitor have enough time to check the missions?
I don't know. Probably not.
But also, did you guys watch that Zesty Jesus video on war paints?
Uh, I have not.
Basically talks about the fact that there is only like 7 or 8 war paints in TF2, because there's like basically the war paints that Valve added, they have like a specific template to them on how they apply to the weapons. So any war paints that they choose for like the crates from the community stick to that template instead of retexturing new ones,
Okay.
which is stupid because there's a lot of good war paints that would look really nice. They would have to do like custom texturing on to actually put them on, but they don't want to do that, which just takes away from creativity. Which that's why we have something like the Vor Pride flag as a war paint, and I'm not joking, that's an actual thing.
The what?
The Vor Pride flag.
Okay, I know about that one. Sadly.
Yeah, that's an actual. What?
Yeah, the one that uploaded that was into war. Yeah.
Yeah, but like straight up, the person who created it was like, yeah, that's what I was going for. And that's like an actual war paint in TF2 now.
I'm gonna have to get that then.
Basil, I thought you weren't
Nah,
into
I'm
that.
just joking. Yeah. Anyway, y'all better vote for Art past Flower Field. Yeah, we are definitely gonna do that. Cause Flower Field is the best custom MEM map. Just so you know, Shumi.
Is it? I need to play it then.
Yeah, it's a flower field basically. Got
Mm,
got a lot of nice flowers and grass. Oh my god, I love grass.
everybody loves
Well,
grass.
yeah, but I don't like touching it. I don't like touching grass.
That's fair.
Mhm. My submission on new tour. Maybe. Maybe it could be like a wave 666 or something. Like nightmare difficulty. Ah, I don't think so.
Honestly, I don't think TF2 should have a major update that adds new weapons.
That's
I
fucked up.
I know it's a controversial thing to say it, like to say that TF2 shouldn't get more weapons, but I think the balance on where all the weapons at now are perfect. And I know it's not like perfect, but I mean like right now people are still playing the game and there aren't too many complaints. Not too many. There still are, but they're not too many, you know. But if they did, they would have to rebalance a lot of stuff, and that's a lot of work. And you know how Valve is with a lot of work. And I feel like that would end up making some weapons really, really bad, and some weapons really, really good, and not even in like a fun way. Like the Righteous Bison is like really bad, but in like a funny way where it's funny to meme around in. But I feel like if they added more weapons, it would just put some weapons in a state that's like not even like a funny meme strategy to play. Hmm. Basil, if there could only be one TF2 update left, what would you want to be in it?
Uh, more MvM update.
Like you can
Like
have.
add like 10 tours.
Hmm,
That's it.
that's it.
Yeah. I don't care about this stupid game anyway.
Fair enough. Would you just want to delete casual and just turn this into a completely PvE game?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a base decision. I think we should make Team Fortress 3 with the promise of like a really cool expansive PvE mode with story cutscenes and skill trees and other stuff like that, and then not deliver on it. I think that'd be really funny and like really cool. And that would save Team Fortress 2 and everybody who plays it. Do you agree?
This sounds familiar. Yeah, I agree.
It's a completely original idea that Valve should try.
So true.
Although knowing Valve, they actually would like go through with it and finish it. Also, Blizzard's like really lazy about that because people would still be upset. But if they just said, "Hey, we think we bit off more than what we could chew. We have to delay that for a while," people wouldn't be as mad, but they would still be mad, and it wouldn't be as bad. It's something completely possible. They just needed more time. Do you think people will still be playing TF2 in 10 years?
Probably.
You know, it's TF2. Probably they will be, yeah. I wanted to be a downer and be like, no, but it's TF2. People still will be playing it.
I mean, if they keep adding MvM updates, then yeah.
It'll only be you. You'll be here coping for more MVM.
You know, I actually told the plotted plans working on TF2 that they should, make a MVM update and then
Was it
yeah,
the potted plant that made that post?
yep,
That makes sense.
all because of me.
All because of you, Basil.
Yes.
You know, it would be interesting to have new MVM missions. It also would be fun to have more like silly missions like Wave 666.
Uh, yeah, I mean, there's a ton of like Wave 666 custom missions, so maybe.
You know what would be interesting?
What?
If a tour opened up only in Halloween, where you can basically just do a one mission tour of Wave 666 to get Halloween items.
That'd be interesting, yeah.
Like instead of like having to do the soul gargoyles and like the Halloween contracts, you can just tour Wave 666 to get like stuff like that, you know. It would be fun. Cuz I would definitely do it. Cuz I like Wave 666 a lot. I'm just going to say nightmare cuz it's 666 is a lot to say. Melting the sky is so fun.
He is very stupid.
Mm-hmm. All me and the boys, we all love Sir Nukes a lot.
The fuck? Okay, then.
Hmm.
You know, the Angie switch to Pyro so no more teleport.
I mean, NGs are still nice to have on this wave because of all the small bots.
Yeah.
Hmm. This is why having an NG is still good on this wave.
Hmm. It's okay, we got this. Okay. Oh my god, he got a decal tool. Knife. He got a beard.
I would love to get a hat. Sad. We got one mission left, but before we do that, I have to use the bathroom. I'll be right back. Days and entertain
Okay.
them.
Hmm. What's the last mission? Metro? Oh, we need to do Metro. I forgot about that mission. Um, I'm not a huge fan of Metro, not gonna lie. Just so everyone here knows. But you know what? Both of us are gonna get an Australian, I just know it. I got so many like MvM badges. They're all over my inventory. And I got, of course, I got like a bunch of cases.
I am Zabek.
Welcome back.
Metro Malice. Not this one.
Yeah. you also know that this one sucks. Okay,
It's my
nice.
least favorite of these.
Yeah, it's the most boring one. And the longest.
Well, we wait for this. The mission nobody's playing because nobody likes it.
Oh, true.
What?
That no one likes Metro.
Mm-hmm.
I follow them. Two heavies. Someone.
We already have one deserter.
Um, our heavy has the Natasha. He's so based. Oh god, how do you play Scout? I forgot.
Mm.
What the hell? Stupid Demonites. No.
Who hit it early?
I bet it was the heavy. Let's kick him.
Yeah, we gotta be toxic and kick the heavy. Heavy doesn't have a hat on his own tour one.
And he's the Natasha.
He is too low of a tour to be playing with us. I found it funny earlier today. I said Natasha's a good quote unquote training minigun as it helps with hitting targets rather than doing damage.
You can do this, I believe in you. Nice. Pro gamer.
I am such a pro gamer. I am such a pro gamer. I get bullied at school.
Whoa. You're not even in school anymore, so that's encouraging.
Exactly.
School is for nerds anyway.
Mm-hmm. Besides, I don't know how to read.
Same.
Okay, so I got a question for you.
Yes.
What do you think of Glup Shido?
What?
Glup Shido.
I don't. I don't think I know what that is.
You don't know who Glup Shido is?
No.
He's only the best character in Star Wars.
Oh, I don't know anything about Star Wars.
So Glup Shido is a made-up term in the Star Wars community, basically talking about any like non-important random character, because there are so many random background characters that have like that's like name is just like two random words like Glup Shido. That somebody's like, oh yeah, my favorite character is this random alien character in the background of movie 5 for 3 frames, and he's known as a Glup Shido.
That's
Because
very silly.
yeah, like just imagine how like in the on expiration date the sniper has no voice lines and is there for like 2 minutes, like not even.
Right.
In just expiration date, how like sniper doesn't talk at all, he's only in the background for like a few scenes.
Yeah.
That would be considered a glup shido.
Oh, I see.
Because like they're not like he's not important to it at all, he's just kind of there.
That makes
And,
sense.
and I'm not trying to diss Sniper or anything, but he's just there and doesn't really do anything aside from like I think he plays the saxophone at one point when Scout is like doing his training montage. No, that's the Demoman playing the piano. Never mind.
He's just there to be there.
Mm-hmm.
Level 7. Oh, I see him.
I wanted to get an Islander kill on the sniper, but then all the soldiers spawn, and I'm like, oh no. I hate these waves because there's just so many like useless support.
Yep.
These waves take too long.
Yep.
Do we want to do this again tomorrow? I don't think I'm gonna do another tour. I'm getting tired.
Yeah, we can do one tomorrow. Yeah.
Awesome. I completely messed that up. You know, I still have the Shika Noko 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 Kush Tan Tan as my kill sound. I don't even think about it anymore. Like, I remember that one time where I made a big deal about making it like my new kill sound on stream, and for a while I'm like, I couldn't stop laughing at it. Now it's just like there. It's just normal for me.
um, no, you're truly brainwashed.
No, because like now whenever like I watch like somebody else's TF2 clips and it's like playing the default sounds, it feels weird to me. And I don't like that.
Shikanoko.
It feels weird when like some I see a TF2 account that's not Shika Noko 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 Kistan Tan. Imagine if you could play as Saxton Hale in this.
Saxon Hale?
It'd be fun if you could do an MvM with Saxton Hale.
Maybe.
Like solo MvM, but you get to play as Saxton Hale. Or like one of like the versus Saxton Hale bosses.
I know there's a robot Saxon Hale and like a versus Saxon Hale map
Mm-hmm.
in the workshop. I don't know if they're gonna take like
Okay, of like the
taking
community server versus Saxton Hale
maps.
bosses, who is your favorite?
I mean I haven't played it in a bit, but I mean the bosses that I remember are like Saxon Hale and then the what's it called, the one with the pumpkin head, the Halloween boss.
That is the headless horseman.
Yeah, yeah, that one.
There is
And
him, but like,
then yeah,
do you know any of the other versus Saxton Hale bosses?
yeah. I also remember like a demo Eastern Bunny.
Yeah, the Easter Bunny, the Bunny
Yeah,
Man. Do you
yeah, he
remember the
was
sniper one?
something. Yeah, 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 yeah. I forgot the name, but I think
Christian
I know which
Bale.
one.
It's Christian
Yeah,
Bale sniper.
yeah, with the nice music, with the funny
Hmm.
music.
I think the
That
Easter Bunny
guy.
was my favorite because he's just funny.
I mean, he was funny, but I think his power kind of sucked because his power was just shooting low damage eggs, which
But
never
it's
really killed you.
funny. You're shooting eggs at
It's funny.
people.
Yeah, it's funny, but it's kind of bad if you're looking at it with on a like gameplay or like yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
Of the fun community server game modes, which would you want to be added to casual? Whether it's alternative game modes or its own thing.
I like Death Run. Maybe Death Run.
But that wouldn't really work in casual though.
Oh yeah, I guess so. What else? I like. It's kind of a dead game mode, but I like Stop That Tank if you've heard
Oh,
about it.
Stop That Tank is fun. I've played on it
Yeah,
like twice because nobody runs those servers.
yeah it's dead.
Although the Smismus map carrier is kind of Stop That Tank.
I don't know if I've played on now.
Have you played carrier?
I kind of want to say yes.
It's the one where
But
one player gets to be a giant MvM bot.
oh, okay, yep.
It is my favorite Smismus map. It's like my favorite seasonal map just because it's a fun gimmick. No, Perks is. Perks is my favorite seasonal map, but Carrier is my favorite Smismus map. Have you played Perks?
Yeah, it's the one where you get upgrades. I think.
Yeah, I think that's really interesting.
Is that the one where you could choose like which one you get?
Yeah,
Your team.
it's where it's deathmatch. So once like your entire team's wiped out, then you lose. But in between each round, your team votes for like a perk, whether
Yeah.
it's like extra health, extra speed. Um, if people ever like coordinated, there is actually an overpowered combo. There is one that turns mini crits into crits, and there's one where you get mini crits on kill, which means everybody gets crits on kill.
Yeah, I mean you just need a buff banner soldier and then you good to
Hmm.
go.
But there was also ones like the MvM revive. There was like whenever like you die, whenever somebody on your team dies, you spawn a friendly skeleton. There was
Yeah,
some like just like melee damage. You get extra healing or health per second. It was so fun and interesting.
I remember that one. I did play that last on Halloween.
Hmm. I gotta remember.
Also.
There was one loadout I used when I played on carrier that was just like so funny. I think it was Black Box Soldier.
Hmm.
I think it was that. I do know whenever I play it, apparently like Piss Sniper is really OP, which it kind of is. Because in carrier you're basically playing against one big MVM robot, but you don't have like MVM upgrades. Yeah. Hello. What?
Oh, kill that NG quick. Nice. Oh, I forgot about the giant scouts at top down. No, come on. Oh my god. Good. I think he's gonna cap though. Oh my! I just want to mark you. Oh, yeah, he's gonna cab. Nice. No, I missed that pipe. Oh well.
Sorry about that. My mom was at my door. She wanted to say goodnight
Yeah,
to me.
no worries. No worries.
What were we talking about before I was distracted?
Uh, that's a good question. Let me think about it.
I don't remember either.
My memory is so bad. So
My brain is so brain rotted and cooked right now.
same.
MvM is just so relaxing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just like, and oh yeah, we were talking about carrier and stuff.
Oh yeah, right.
I was trying to think. It was the half Satoichi. It was that I was doing full demo night with the half Satoichi because of how much health it gives back. I would just constantly kill and I wouldn't die.
Mm. Oh fuck! Oh my god!
What is your favorite map in TF2 of all the maps?
Turbine.
That's fair. Turbine's good.
Oh, it's small and cozy. I like that.
Mhm. I like to be mindless on upward.
Mhm.
I like to play upward and be mindless. It's just so nice and simple. That and definitely Dust Bowl. I know it's such
No,
a
yeah.
basic pick, but Dust Bowl is always funny. Not fun funny, but you will meet some of the most weird people on Dust Bowl.
Missed money. I'm sorry.
What?
I missed money. I'm sorry.
Vote kick that guy.
Okay.
Sadly, this is not the last wave.
Such. This is the worst wave, by the way, in this mission.
Mm-hmm.
Are we gonna get Australians?
Definitely.
Which one am I gonna get?
You're gonna get an Australian Blutsauger, and I'm gonna get a golden frying pan.
I mean, yeah, why not? That'd be nice.
No, but
Be happy with that.
I hope we both get golden frying pans, or like Islanders or
Nah.
something.
I don't wanna. I don't wanna pan. I can't even cook. I don't know how to cook.
I thought I taught you how to cook so you could be a good wife for Muna.
Good what?
Wife.
What's that?
You know what I said. You understand English.
No, I don't understand English.
Oh, you don't understand English?
I am Espanol.
You don't speak. You don't speak Spanish either.
Yes, I do.
Really now? Speak Spanish right now.
Por favor.
You would have better luck faking German.
German? What is that? I don't speak that language.
I'm sure you don't.
I think you speak that language.
I actually do know some German. I'm very much out of practice, but I did learn it in a couple years.
Holy shit, epic.
These waves feel like such a slog. If you could delete one game from existence, what would it be?
Delete?
TF2. Yeah,
Um,
like make it so it's never existed.
I mean, I don't know. I like video games as a whole, so why would I delete one?
Because some of them are objectively like really bad.
I don't think I've ever really played a bad video game I want to delete, so
Have you
I
played
don't think-
Overwatch or Team Fortress 2?
Yeah.
You don't think they're bad video games?
I do, but you know, I spend so much time on them.
But let's say like the game's deleted, so all like the game's impact never happened, and all money you spent on it is like returned to your wallet.
Okay, then yeah, delete TF2.
Wow, I can't. You're so hateful and toxic.
Good.
Personally, I would delete Dark Souls 1.
Oh, why?
I don't think the Souls games are good games at all.
Oh my god. You can't just say that.
It's true though. Nobody enjoys the Souls games. They just think they're just Stockholm syndrome. They put so many hours into it. They have to enjoy it. They feel like they have to enjoy it because they spend thousands of hours not to have fun. And it is like objectively true. Because everything the Souls games do, other games do better, much easier. Like, you want to be good at dodging and, like, attacking? Play a bullet hell. You want to feel accomplished? Play a really long story game. If you want to play a hard game that's just pointing and clicking, play Tuhu or, Osu.
But those games are for weeps.
Not Osu. It's a rhythm game. It's like the
Yeah,
most
no,
popular
it's for
rhythm game.
weeps. All of my weep friends play that game.
Well, I'm a weeb friend and I don't play Osu.
Well, then you should probably start doing that.
No.
Otherwise, you're not a weep. You're not a true weep.
No, but seriously, like, if people want to, like, learn patterns, like, dodge them, play Bullet Hell. Bullet Hells are really fun and really good. If they want to learn, like, if they want to learn pattern recognition and, like, stuff like that, play Rhythm Game.
Mm.
There's one good Souls game, and that's Sekiro. All the other ones are, like, bad. Sekiro did the mechanics good. The rest don't. People only like the games because it's like really cool graphics and really cool character design. Because 100%, if they didn't have those like fancy graphics and made it look all realistic and like cool and fantasy, nobody would play it. And that is just a true fact. Are you going to disagree with me, Basil, or what?
I mean, I don't think I've ever played those types of games, but you know, one of my best friends is really into Souls-like.
Okay,
So
but
I guess I have
if
to
I
disagree.
deleted Dark Souls 1, no, there would be no Souls-like games, and then, like, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Because they wouldn't exist.
But Dark Souls is his favorite series. That'd be kind of
But
mean.
But if Dark Souls 1 got deleted, there wouldn't be any Souls-like games, and it wouldn't be. You'd like a good game, like Hunipop.
Like what?
Or a Blush Crush.
Can you say that first name again?
Or like Date Everything looks like a fun game. I want to play it.
Well, no, I don't know. I don't think dating is fun.
Yeah, because you don't get any.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much.
Nobody want to be a smelly plant like you. Nobody wants that.
Yeah, true.
Honestly, if people want a good gaming experience where they're dodging and they are like killing things, just play Doom. Just play a boomer shooter. We're so close.
Yeah. I'm ready for my Australian.
So am I. What Australian are you gonna get?
SMG.
I don't think an Aussie SMG wouldn't be too bad.
I don't know. It's pretty bad.
I wouldn't dislike it. I think the SMG is pretty fine.
Nah. Gotten like 10 of them. So no thank you.
You have 10? Can I have one?
Nah, I'm gonna delete all of them anyway.
Wow.
Well,
Not even for me. Wow.
yo.
We don't need more demo nights.
GG's.
GG's. Australian time.
Well, there goes. Nice. Man, I missed 2 boxes. Bat Saber.
Bat Save.
So bad.
Hey, there's one guy with a bat saber out there who probably wants that.
Yeah, sure. Ah, damn.
Oh no!
Candy Cane, Volcano
Candy-
Fragment,
Volcano.
and Market Gardener. Lord.
Well, the Market Gardener that's a pretty popular weapon.
Yeah.
That's just me coping.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm never playing MvM ever again.
Neither am I until tomorrow.
Yeah, so yeah.
Until tomorrow.
Yeah. At least it isn't an 8 box. Oh, true.
Well, it's been fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
I'm tired. I want to lay down.
Oh, okay. Have a nice rest.
I will.
Good. I'm gonna
You
rest
bet.
too, actually.
You better get rest too.
I will.
Good. Good night. Good night. And goodbye to everybody. I will see you tomorrow.
Night. Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.